everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I'm hitting you with another voiceover this week, and we're going to create 3 easy Halloween looks for the people who are super last minute and need some inspiration. For these looks, I'm going to be using the Bright Matte palette by Beauty Bay, and we're going to start with some super easy clown makeup. Now obviously, because we're starting with our eyes, I always start with my P. Louise base. It's the best eyeshadow base, but you can also use concealer, so do not stress if you do not have this. For this look, I'm going to be taking the reds from the Beauty Bay palette, and I'm going to be taking this in a small rounded brush. I'm going to just start by stenciling a cut crease shape. I do this just above the crease of my own eyelid and then kind of flick it out at the end. This is just a super easy way to get a cut crease. So start with this. It doesn't have to be clean. It doesn't matter if it's messy. Just go in and create this shape on both eyes. Then I'm going to take the same eyeshadow in a small kind of fluffy brush and start working that shadow upwards and kind of blend it outwards. I just keep going back and forth to kind of get that seamless blend. Once I've done that, I'm taking the first brush again and re-stenciling that first shape that I created. Then after that, we're going back in with a fluffy brush just to make sure it's super blended. This is a really important step. Blending is key, let me tell you. I then just take a clean fluffy brush and just make sure that that blend is completely seamless. I just run this all the way across. Now we're going in with a smaller brush and we're going in with a dark brown shade. This is just to add definition to that cut crease. I'm literally just going over the line that I created earlier, then going back in with the brush that I used with the red shade and just blending the two together. I then go and clear up my eyelid using micellar water and a cotton wool bud and cut the crease using P. Louise, but once again you can use concealer. I do this by taking a flat brush and pack the base on in a kind of dome shape and then bring it down. This is just a way to get a really seamless cut crease. As you can see, I'm kind of cutting it and then bringing it downwards and blending it in. Then we're just going to go in with a fluffy brush and with a nude eyeshadow on and just kind of blend that all across my eyelid. Now we're going to add a bit of a red liner to this. So we're going to take the first red eyeshadow on an angled brush and start by drawing a line upwards away from your eye to kind of meet where you've drawn that cut crease. Then you go halfway across your lash line and draw another line to meet the first line and then just blend it in. It is super easy. This is all using eyeshadow. You don't need to faff about with liquid eyeliner on this one. It is honestly so easy. Then to get it super seamless, we just take a clean cotton wool bud and just sharpen it underneath and then go back underneath with concealer or P. Louise or whatever you want to do. Just like that, we are finished with the base. I did my base off camera, but you can do whatever normal routine that you do. And then we're going to add some blush to get that real clown effect. This is the Bobbi Brown blush and it is honestly beautiful. I think it's called Pot Le Rouge. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, this is in the shade Pale Pink. I just dust that across my nose as well. Then we're going to take the Makeup Obsession White Kohl Liner. I'm just going to run that across my waterline to make my eyes look bigger. These are also really handy to have in your makeup bag for Halloween looks because they're perfect for stenciling. This is also the nude one by Barry M. I definitely recommend these guys. Then I'm just going to line my lips using a nude eyeliner. I meant lip liner. God, honestly, how many times have I recorded this? So many times. But anyway, this is Honeymoon by Morphe. You can literally use whichever because we're going to go in with a red lipstick. So do your thing, girl. Now we're going to go in with a really small brush and take the first eyeshadow that we chose and kind of draw a stencil from the middle of our eyes, kind of where your pupils are, and start to draw downwards. And then we're also going to use the brush and lie it across our eye to kind of make sure that it meets up and goes above the eyebrow. This is just a super easy technique to get it right. Then we're going to gently work our way down towards the corner of our mouth and kind of draw a little bit more shading around the end of our mouth just to make our lips appear bigger. I'm going to take my MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Chili, and honestly I use it for every single Halloween makeup look that involves a red lip. Like, she is the best. Now we're going to add our little clown red nose. I'm taking the first eyeshadow again on the same little brush and kind of drawing just a little circular nose. It doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Do not stress about that. I just work the brush downwards to get that really clear circular shape. Then I'm going to take a darker red from the Sample Beauty Dual Tone palette just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. I'm just going to add a little bit of a sparkly gold to that, which is the same from the Dual Tone palette. Just add a little bit of pop, and there you have it. I've put my hair in buns. You can wear whatever outfit you like, and we have got our first look. Now moving on to kind of more of a creepy spiderweb liner. This is probably more simple in comparison to the other looks, but it is honestly so effective. I'm taking the Dual Tone palette for this one. I'm just taking this kind of grey purpley shade, don't really know what to call it, and starting on a liner just in the same technique as I showed you in the last look, and then just blending that upwards. This one doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to smoke this out. I just take the small end of a brush and just smudge, and you can see it gets that really nice smoked liner effect. Now we're going to go back in with the same brush again and just stencil over that eyeliner that we'd already drawn, and then just blur it out using a fluffy clean brush. Then we're going to go in with the black shade, if I can find it, on the same brush and draw the same shape. This is just to add more definition to that smoky liner. Then we're going to go in and blend it again and add some more smoke to it. I just do this on a fluffy brush, taking a little bit of the first shade just to add a little bit more depth. As always, to get that super sharp line, I just clean it up underneath using a cotton wool bud. This is a really easy technique for any kind of liner. Then we're going to add some sparkle and taking this gorgeous silver shade from the Dual Tone palette. Honestly, this palette is incredible. Look at that pigment. And just taking it all over my eyelid. You can use any silver, any gold, and I'm just taking this on my finger. Just add a little bit of a pop. Now I'm just showing you the brushes that I'm going to be using for this look. These are the two small liner brushes. I think one's from Amazon and one's from P. Louise. Then I'm going to take my nude eyeliner from Barry M and just stencil out the shape that I'm trying to create. Obviously we're doing a spider web here, so I'm just drawing the first line parallel to my smoky liner, then working my way downwards. By doing this, you're getting the shape correct before you add in the black, because once you add the black, there is no going back. Honestly, the drama that creates, don't even start me. Then I'm just drawing the little kind of webbed, I don't even know, is it a web shape? Yeah, we'll go for web shaped. And on top of this, I'm taking my Collection liquid eyeliner, but I'm taking this on a small liner brush and just stenciling over that nude liner. To draw the detail, I take my smaller brush from Amazon and just really gently draw across where it meets. That took a lot of focus, looked way easier than it actually was, trust me. And then for the top one, I'm just joining that up with my smoky little line. Because I created this look last year, I'm going to level up this year and add some rhinestones to it. I actually get all of my rhinestones from Amazon. I just type in nail rhinestones and that's where they are. Actually comes with a wax pencil as well to apply them. I'm taking my lash glue, any lash glue. I'm going to take this on a small brush and just kind of dab where I want the rhinestones to be, and then we're going to add them using my wax pencil. For this look, I'm using a mixture of black rhinestones and silver ones, but you can also use glitter. I used glitter last year and that worked really well. So you know what, you do you, or you can just leave it black. That is completely up to you. I think any of them actually work. Then obviously we're going to add a black lip to this just to add a little bit more drama, but there you are. There you have the second look. This is super simple and easy for you guys to follow along at home. Now moving on to the third and final look. I actually cannot believe that I managed to remove the rest of my makeup without taking off my eye makeup. I'm so impressed. This is why I'm dancing around. So we're going to keep the same eye as last time, but we're going to go in with these smoky shades for a skeleton. This is all from the Beauty Bay palette as always. I just take this from kind of the middle of my tragus and work it down my cheekbone to my lips. This is going to be a super simple skeleton, but this is perfect for kind of any Halloween party. So just start with the darker shade, which is the black, and then smudge it out using a clean brush, and then I work into the greys and then eventually the browns. If you work the shadow downwards, it kind of gives that hollow effect. Then I go in with my fluffy brush and just kind of blend that down. With this look, you just have to keep blending and adding more colour. So then I'll go back in with the darker shade in a second just to add a little bit more depth. But this is how easy it is. As you can see, once again with the fluffy brush, I'm working my shade downwards to really give that kind of hollow cheekbone effect. Now we're going to go in with the nude shades from the same palette. This is the Bright Matte palette, on a fluffy brush, and just really blend that down. As you can see, look at that, she is sucked in. Now moving on to the lips, I'm taking the black eyeshadow just across the inner part of my lips using an angled brush. This is just to kind of get that smudged effect. And then we're going to take the same collection liquid eyeliner on a small brush and start drawing the teeth. Now this is a bit I always struggle with, but I always start in the middle and then work downwards. Then I just start by smudging it out using a smaller brush. Obviously this bit doesn't have to be perfect, so I just keep smudging and then once again go in with a fluffy brush and kind of blend that all together. Then I start on the nose. I use the same small brush with the black eyeshadow and just create this shape, and just don't worry about getting it perfect, by the way. I've also added a little bit of sparkle to that once I filled it all in, and there you have it. Here is the finished look. It's just a super simple skeleton. I realise mine's a bit wonky, but you know what, we move, who gives a shit? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that helpful. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next Wednesday as always. I love you. Bye.